Farmer Dre back at it. Today we're in the high tunnel and we are getting ready to plant tomatoes. Step to growing a beautiful crop of tomatoes is soil prep. So in today's video, that's what we're doing. We're getting the soil ready for planting tomatoes. Get started. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out Farmer Dre Supply. That's where you're able to find all your gardening and greenhouse needs, from tomato seeds to irrigation supplies to fertilizers. Like always, check it out. Link is down in the description box below. So what is the plan for tomatoes in 2023? We plan on growing a lot of tomatoes, but we are planning on moving things around. Right now I am standing in our first high tunnel. This is going to be its 6th season here on the farm with us. We've grown we've grown hundreds of thousands of pounds of tomatoes out of here, and we're going to continue to grow tomatoes out of here. But for a change, we're going to go in and start our tomatoes in our middle tunnel, our second tunnel, and I'll get into that here in a second. I remember last spring, we did use our wood stove here to heat up the high tunnel, and part of it did burn down, and we got to thinking we're going to go ahead and move our early tomato house in a different tunnel, and this year we're just going to propane heat, no more wood heating. So we're going to retire our wood stoves for this season. So instead of having our first tunnel as our early one, we're going to have our middle one, and we're going to went ahead and moved our propane heater in there. And next step is to till up the ground. Here in our second tunnel, the propane heater is right here. We rewired everything, we removed everything, and making sure everything is ready to go. We turn it on, it turns on. Everything should be go. Now let's get to tilling. It is the next day here. Got done tilling last night, and like I said, soil prep is very important. We're going to put out some compost, some turkey manure in here, and then go ahead and lay out the drip tape, put the fabric. I'm going to reuse the fabric I had here last year, put it back out there, staple it to the walls, and hopefully early next week we'll start planting tomatoes. But I want to show you guys over the years of building good soil, adding compost, and bringing in good dirt. I mean, this was some pretty rough stuff when we started. And there's still quite a bit of rock in here, but just look at that, this good, nice, fluffy soil. This is why we grow such a great crop of tomatoes, is the soil is absolutely amazing. We are farming a sandier loam here with heavy clays. So over the years, just adding compost and turkey manure and cow manure, whatever I can get my hands on, the soil is looking very, very, very good. Over the years, you guys know that we aren't starting tomatoes as early as we used to. Before, I used to plant them last year of February. Now we're waiting a couple more weeks. In my experience, waiting a couple weeks it doesn't really make a difference when it comes to harvesting, especially here on our farm. I might give you another week earlier, but the time of energy that you're spending on propane and the wood and just your time and the labor involved in it, I don't think it's still worth it. But we're still able to harvest tomatoes in the middle of May here, and with that, we still get into the markets really early and able to deliver a really good product to our customers. So yeah, we're gonna wait a couple more weeks. Like I mentioned, we're gonna plant next week, so that's gonna be the second week of March. And if everything goes good, we'll have tomato plants in here. The propane heater is working, everything's ready to go. So yeah, guys, look forward to a series on the tomatoes, how they're looking. The guy who's starting them for me, they told me that they're gonna be ready to go next week. I'm excited for that. But until then, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. Make sure you guys stay tuned for this year's tomato crop.